Hi friends, it's Liz here. Welcome back to my channel. I can't believe this is my first video of 2024. I took a little break from social media. I did post a few videos here on my channel, but I thought I just needed a break. I just needed time out. I needed to craft without filming, and so that's what I started doing. So that inspired me to get some things going, get some projects together, and some things that I had been meaning to work on for a little while, but I hadn't done. However, I was inspired by all the envelopes received over the holidays, with Christmas cards and that sort of thing. And I thought I would start this year with some recycling and repurposing. So I'm going to be showing you how I made this envelope mini journal, and we'll be using envelopes, of course. I'm also going to be tackling some of my unfinished projects this coming year, probably share a video a week to do that. I'll be showing you things that I've made and of course new inspiration and things that I'll be making. But keep an eye out on my next video as I'll be sharing more details on what is new coming to my channel 2024. I'm super excited, but I thought for now I would just start with a quick project that we can make. This is my little pile of projects that I started and haven't fully finished, so we will be working on some of those going forward for sure. The other thing I'll be doing a lot more is adding to my journals, my creative journals, doing a little bit more planning. I'm not sure if I'll be sharing the planning on the channel, but I may or may not. We'll see. But anyways, one of the things I'm definitely working on showing you is my finished glue book. That's I'm excited about that one as well. But getting back to this one. This was such a fun project to make. I needed to get the girly out, the pinks, all the little shabby chic types of things, and I just had so much fun making this project. I have made many videos on using envelopes for my projects before. I have a playlist which I will share in the description box below, but I'm also going to show you at the end of the video just a quick glimpse of some of the videos that I have showing you how I've used envelopes. So for this small junk journal style envelope, I absolutely love how it came out. I used a lot of fun supplies that I had already. I've got a lot of laces and trims and just different types of embellishments, as you can see here. I love this project, and I can't wait to make more for sure. On the back of the front cover here, I've got a tag. I've added a little a charm to that I've put together. Now, most of the digitals I've used, I will link them below because I won't remember as I'm going through them now. But if you have any questions about anything you see, leave a comment below and I'll try and find that for you. I did add some glitter to the top here where that little bow is at the top, and I love how that came out. It just gives it a little bling without it being extra bulky. So there is a tag on the front top pocket here, again shabby chic with a little bit of ribbon at the top, and then on the inside cover here I've got another pocket. I've added a few pieces of ephemera, some more tags. You can see that little trim there. I love this little trim. I did show you a haul recently where I received this, and I will link that below with discount codes if I have them as well. So here's some journaling cards. Of course, you can attach anything to the back of this. And I absolutely just really had fun putting this together, as I said. We've got a side pocket here and then another one on this side of the page. And all the pages have either a top pocket or a side pocket or both. In this little envelope, I included an original little, those little cards there that you saw. The top of this pocket has a nice large tag, and like I said, I'm really loving how this came together. On this side here, I've added like a little flip out area. This is like an original French image. I actually scanned it and printed it, but it's from an original one that I have. And then I've added some tuck spots here. This is vintage wallpaper with a lovely design on it. And I left these on with washi tape so they can be removed if you wanted to remove those or not. but I just love how that came out. On this side, I added another bit of trim and a lot of little areas to tuck, you know, little tags and that sort of thing. I'm just going to put these back in because I like how it looks with all the little items inside the little pockets. I just had to put them back in. It was just bugging me to see them hanging out there. Back to the page that I was showing you, I've added a lot of ephemera here, some really lovely pieces here that you can see, and there's lots of room to add a lot more. Here I made a little flip up tag. This is using one of my printables. Check out my coffee page for digitals, journals, and more things that will be added soon. If you haven't followed, go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to be updating that a little bit more with more items that are in the shop. I'll probably do that before I make a video, so if you follow me there, you'll be able to see that as well, and get kind of advance notice of when some things are coming into the shop if you wanted to get those before the video comes out. So here's another pocket that I mentioned, and then I added one to the top as well with lovely journaling cards. To this card on the side, I added a little bit of just a little bit of like a mesh. I forgot what that's called right now, but I'll put it on the screen. I've got another little charm with a lovely flower. At the bottom here, I added a little tuck spot, another little envelope, and then this is like a little label, like a sticker label that I thought I would add to that. And then here we've got a lot more space to add ephemera. I love this image. I had to add that there. Here we have a little pocket that flips over, and again, more ephemera with a little bit of ribbon at the top. Another image that I absolutely am loving. Here's another little tuck spot, and then an additional little ephemera piece in the pocket. So I wanted to add a lot of places that you could journal, but of course that you could, you know, also interact with it, because I thought I just love things right now that have a lot of interaction to them. And then the back here, again, we've got an additional little tuck spot on the side with more places to write. I've got a little lace at the bottom of this page. And then on the top here, we've got a little kind of staggered journaling spots with 2 tags. And I love how these came out. I just used my tag punch for the tops of the tags. And then the pieces tuck nicely in there. And then here you have like 3 little journaling pieces that you can use within this little journal or anywhere else. So of course this can be loaded with ephemera. It can be loaded with anything that you want, and you know, decorated in any way. But I am going to show you quickly just how to put one together. I won't go through, you know, every step by step, but at least to get the basics down. As always, if you want to see more, let me know by leaving a comment below. That's how I know that you want to continue to see this type of video as well. So let me get started. Like I said, what inspired the project is a large number of envelopes that I have been collecting. There are a lot of the red and pink ones that came in over the holidays, but I grabbed these ones for now because I wanted to go more shabby chic. I will be doing more projects with the red and pink envelopes very soon because I have another idea with those. But for these, I wanted to just get started with these white ones. Now, these ones I've had in my stash for a little bit. They're smaller than your regular greeting card ones, but I thought I would start with these ones because I've been meaning to, you know, play with them. They do have the flap, and I am going to be gluing the flaps down. You could, however, use the flaps to attach them together. I didn't do that in this video, but I actually used the flaps to attach them in the journal that I just showed you. I just wanted to try something a little different here, and that's why I wanted to show you different ways that you can attach the envelopes together. And I'm closing, as I said, the flaps just to make it easier when I'm covering the envelopes when I'm making the journal. And so here I'll just be adding glue to the areas where I know it should be closed, and then I'll go ahead and continue to do that with the rest of the envelopes. I'm loving working with envelopes right now. As I mentioned, I have quite a few videos on my channel using just regular envelopes like this, but also business envelopes that come in the mail, like junk mail envelopes. I've made journals, I've made folios, I've made ephemera holders, so many things. I love, love, love working with them. So I will link my playlist below in case you're interested in checking them out. So here I've gone ahead and closed them all up, and now I'm just going to be cutting a little slit at the top because that's where I'm going to get all my little pockets. Now you can use any size envelope, which is the reason I didn't specifically give you a size of envelopes, because you could use any ones that you have. I have tried to use similar sizes for this project, but of course you don't need to do that either. You know, you could just use any size that you have using the same technique of attaching them together that I'm going to show you. In fact, I think, you know, different sizes might actually be even more interesting, you know, to finish kind of different type of project with it. So you can see here my top of my envelopes all have pockets. And the way I initially started attaching these together was just using my regular tape that I had. I could, of course, attach them by using more paper, fabric, but I thought I had this masking tape on hand, and so I wanted to try that out. I did kind of attach them to a different project and then kind of rip them out, so that's why they're a little bit grungy looking, but I like that because it also gives my little page a little bit more texture with this kind of grunged up piece of masking tape. And when I say that, it means it's just got some kind of like you know, I've scrunched it up, and so it kind of has a little bit of texture to that. I haven't quite, you know, added any color or anything to it, but I think I like the way that looks. And I'm leaving a little space between envelopes because this will help me have like a kind of more flat envelope when I close everything up, or journal I should say, so that it doesn't have like a big kind of gator mouth, if you know what I'm talking about, if you make junk journals. But of course, like I said, instead of this masking tape, you could use fabric, you could use paper, you could, like I said, attach it with the flaps themselves. And so any way that you want to attach these would work. But I decided to try out the masking tape for this particular project, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. It's quite easy to, you know, for them to attach together using the masking tape, and I'm really enjoying that. All right, so I'm just attaching the last piece. I wanted it to be a little larger than the one I had originally set aside for it. And then I'll also be showing you how I sort of finish it off on the outside so that the spine looks a little bit more finished. I hope you all had a great holiday celebrating, and that, you know, you are enjoying your start of the new year. I'm just really trying to take it easy this year a little bit more. Still dealing with some health issues, but you know, many of us are. So I think that's just sort of standard nowadays with a lot of us. And I'm just going to really be a little bit more enjoying what I'm doing, but also sharing a lot more of ideas and inspiration that are out there. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to find out what else I'm doing this year. I've got some really exciting ideas. I can't wait to share those with you in my next video. I'll be doing a little bit of everything, I think, just because I enjoy a little bit of everything. But for sure, let me know which videos you enjoy the most, because I'll probably be sharing those a little bit more as well. All right, so you saw how I attached the final piece here to finish off the spine of this little envelope journal. I've made so many, as I said, envelope style projects, and I think my journals are the ones I love the most, the different ways we can put them together. All right, so now I'm just going to cut up my paper pieces to, you know, decorate the envelopes. I did want to mention that depending on where you want to add your pockets, that's how you're going to be adding your glue to your pages that cover your envelopes. So for example, they all have a top pocket, as I showed you before, but I wanted to do a side pocket on this one. So what I'll do to my page here is I'll just add glue to 3 sides to make sure I have that little side pocket that I wanted to add to it. And then of course I'll decorate the front and everything else, as you saw with my original one I showed you. And that will just kind of give me a nice finished cover to start with, you know, basically my top pocket and then my side pocket, plus whatever I add to embellish the cover. Depending also on the type of paper you use, I'm using just like your regular photocopy paper for this one right now. You could use something a little thicker, you know, you could use cardstock if you wanted it to be a little sturdier. But I find that because I add so many things to my cover, it ends up basically finishing it off anyways and making it really sturdy once I'm done with it. So that's why I chose to go with a lighter paper to kind of do as my background, because it will just be like a side tuck once I'm finished with that. All right, so then, so here we go. We've got our top pocket and then our side pocket. And really that's all you need to do to keep finishing your project, is deciding which pages you want to have a side pocket to, like added to, because they all already have the top pocket from when we cut this up together. And then, you know, choose your theme. I decided to go shabby chic with this one. I just love that right now, pulling out all my little, you know, pinks and light greens and that sort of thing. So here's the little pocket that I mentioned. So the top one and then the side one. This is just my project as I was starting to put it together. And so this isn't the finished one. I'm working on a couple more as well, which will be a little differently decorated, but basically a similar idea. You can see here that I added the pocket in the center after I decorated these pages, and then on the other one I made like a little side tuck spot as well, in addition to the pocket that will be on the side. So we've got our top pocket and then our little side pocket and then our center little tuck there. And of course, as I said, keep decorating your pages as you wish, and then you'll have this really fun, easy to make mini journal using up those envelopes that you know, you probably have on hand, especially the ones that come from greeting cards. It's hard to kind of use those up, and I think this is just a nice project for that. So here again, I'm just quickly taking you through the different pages before I embellished and decorated a lot of them. This is like the before, and then I showed you the after at the beginning. So I hope that you are enjoying this quick how-to video. I had so much fun putting it together. I can't wait to make many more. Check out my coffee page, because I will be updating more things that we will be selling there, and anything that kind of comes to mind last minute, I'll be adding to it. And then I'll probably share a video as soon as I can about that as well. So let me just quickly show you some of the other projects I have made using envelopes. I have a whole playlist, as I mentioned. So far, I think before this video I had like 17 just alone for envelope style booklets and folios and flip out pockets. I also have ephemera holders and folios and that sort of thing. So check out my playlist below if you want more inspiration. Let me know if you do make this project. Don't forget to tag me, and I will see you very soon. Thanks so much for stopping by.